It's incredible to believe that it's been 30 years since I met this young 13-year-old Barry Graves and his dad Len while I was pre-fishing for the 1992 GM Pro Bass Classic. And they became a very special part of that journey en route to winning it. And we have been friends ever since. And now I'm getting teased by Barry's 13-year-old son. And by the way, Allan is a spitting image of Barry now. And Allan is teasing me about my mullet. We had such a great time at that tournament meeting and celebrating the victory, and we've become longtime friends ever since. And we just celebrated that 30-year adventure by taking a nostalgic trip to Lady Evelyn Lake, where we are using small aluminum boats and doing a trip similar to what Barry and his dad Len were doing when we first met. It's almost a full circle kind of deal, and it has been a very special trip that we have been looking forward to. And so let's start the journey and let's see how our trip went. Well, we are loaded up and on our way to Red Pine Lodge at Lady Evelyn Lake, and as you can see, we are crammed, packed full. There's no room in the back for the rods, so we got them packed in here. Well, we've got 5 of us, and as I say, the back is very full. We got Len, who is sitting here, and everything's loaded in. Hunter's in the middle, and we have Allan over here, and you can see that we are loaded, ready to go. All right, are you looking forward to it, Allan?
Oh yeah.
All right, me too. It's gonna be a blast. Guys, we are packed in, and as you say, this is just the other angle, and you can see you got pillows and snacks, and we are in North Bay on our way up to Lady Evelyn. We have arrived at Mowat's Landing, and we are waiting for the boat from Red Pine Lodge to take us. The main dock, we've unloaded, and we are getting ready to go. And here's our transportation to Red Pine, and we had a lot of stuff, but we're getting it all in there, and super excited. Let's get this show on the road. Very quick boat ride to the dam. The dam is on our right. The ramp is on the left. Miles, the operator, has his universal trailer that will fit all boats. He is going to latch onto our boat and take us up to the top and into Lady Evelyn Lake. Miles has unhooked our boat, and there's the dam, and we are now in Lady Evelyn Lake and ready to head to Red Pine Lodge. All going, Hunter! Woo! And here we are, pulling into Red Pine Lodge. Cottage number 10, top of the world, simply unreal. That is going to be our home away from home. We have our picnic table. Nice view of the lake right here. This is our dock. Got a couple of boats rented. And here is the cabin. Very cool. He's got his first ever walleye. Woo! All right, Allan got walleye number 2. All right, there is a slot limit, and that's a good keeper, Allan. Gotta like that one. You can't keep a fish that is in the red, so white is right. All right, Len, smile. You got your first Lady Evelyn Lake walleye. Woo! And we got another trough fish for Len. Let the big ones go to reproduce, even though you are allowed one over. Hunter got this awesome walleye fishing with his dad on the first night. What a great memory of our first day at Lady Evelyn Lake. Barry got this beautiful 28-inch walleye on our first night at Lady Evelyn Lake, and it was quickly released to reproduce another day. There goes a bald eagle.
And apparently there are moose that frequent this swamp area. So hopefully we will see a moose during our stay here. Little family of ducks. And we got a little trail to walk, get a little exercise. And we have the fish cleaning station. It's lighted. We got running water, paper towels, soap, everything you need.
Allan's never caught a pike, so let's go get one.
Allan's got his first ever pike on. And there it is. I'm gonna net it for him in a sec. Nice, Allan.
I was slow getting the net and we actually lost that fish, but here's one about the same size that Allan caught later in the day. The pike are aggressive and willing to chase baits, which makes for exciting action. Look at how aggressive this walleye was. I was actually fishing a musky size bait for pike, trying to get some bigger pike. And this walleye just attacked it, and it's a good one. I am just grabbing the trough to check it out, and as you can see, that fish is well above white is right and was actually almost to the end of the red, so we're gonna let her go. Hunter wanted his picture taken with this cute little baby walleye, but that little baby walleye better be careful because there's pike cruising around. One of the things that I was going to do before coming up here was to bring a longer anchor rope and a little heavier anchor, and I decided not to because there were anchors in the boats, and I regretted that as the wind, when it picked up, you were not able to anchor on some of the spots because the rope wasn't long enough. I believe the anchor is heavy enough, but it just needs some longer rope, and that would have made our life a lot easier, but hindsight is 20/20. The 16-foot Lund boats had a seat there, which made it certainly more comfortable, and there was a measuring tape kind of built in, taped onto the seat, and again the driver's seat was comfortable. The motors were Mercs and 25 4-strokes, and they had the electric trim tilt and start, but in our boat I didn't have a small electric, and in Barry's boat he brought up a small Minn Kota Endura, and that certainly made a huge difference on days where it was calm. It gave you a lot more versatility to move around in a stealthy fashion. The boats are equipped with a Humminbird Piranha, and I've never used one, but I was impressed. It certainly showed bait, it showed the depth, and I did bring up my ice fishing unit here, which is a Helix 5 Humminbird, and that was certainly priceless in terms of the GPS component. And I did have the transducer down there available if I needed it for the depth finder, but the Piranha did a really great job, and I never bothered dropping the transducer on my Humminbird Helix 5 because the Piranha did all that we needed it to do. Following your current track and using the chip allows you to avoid getting lost. A C-clamp and a piece of wood is all they've used to fix the transducer to the transom. Simple but effective. Rubber nets were also provided in the boat, so it saved packing a net, and that was very helpful. A safety kit was also included with each boat. Having the Humminbird has been very helpful, especially with the chip in there. It certainly makes life easier knowing where to go, and you can see the Humminbird Piranha in operation, and it does clearly show fish. We're not over a whole bunch right now. It is showing something on the bottom.
but it is very efficient at showing fish and depth, and in combination with the chart capabilities, it is a good combination, and it's been very effective up here at Lady Evelyn Lake. This has some potential. Let's see what happens. Lots happening here. Looks like fish above bait. Allan got a bonus smallmouth fishing for walleye and pike. Let's let her go. And here we go. Let's just let her go there, Allan, and we'll get a quick release on. Oh, you're gonna do your thing? All right. There you go. Nice fish.
We were quite impressed with the average size of the smallies.
Well, it's pretty funky what these walleye on Lady Evelyn eat. Who would have guessed a chatterbait when you're throwing for pike, but they seem to eat it. Let's take a quick look and let's see if it measures. Put her in the slot, and oh, see that? Just a little too low. Away she goes, down the slide as Hunter, well, we missed the slide. Anyways, it's a lot of fun. Oh, they're lively. Another Lady Evelyn Lake walleye. I'm gonna just let her go. Oops. They are strong and lively. There we go. All right, that's it. Another beautiful walleye. Oh, the pike are a nice fun diversion during the middle of the day. So we're enjoying ourselves and catching a few, and there's walleye mixed in as an added bonus.
We found good average sized walleye mixed in with the pike.
All right, we're hooked up again. I'm not sure whether it's pike or... Oh, it's a nice pike. Well, look at that. Whoa! Oh, great! There we go. Another pike. Ah, it's lots of fun. That's actually a pretty good one. We're gonna get that one released pretty quick. Not overly big, but lots of fun. There we go. Nice quick release. And Hunter's getting in on the action, and what has he got? Walleye Master! Oh, the Walleye Master! Way to go, Hunter!
That walleye was a memory in the making for Granddad and Hunter.
Well, these are the kind of fish you love in a walleye tournament. Or, sorry, on a slot light, because even if I pinch that tail, that fish does not go over, so that's perfect. Here's a better idea of our nice sandy beach. And again, it's hard to see without being a polarized lens, but the sand goes out a long way and it wraps all the way around the point. You can actually see the sand up on the hill. How's the water, Hunter? Make sure you get my good side, Steve. You don't have a good side, Barry. So there is sand all the way around our cottage, and we are in number 10. We are on the point, so we've got a nice breeze, great view, and we've got lots of sand as well. So if you want to swim, you can wade out a little way, and it's a great spot.
Let's take a panoramic view of the lake. It is an absolutely gorgeous spot. The lake is filled with islands, and we have an island close to us and the other cottages, and I've seen people using floating devices swim back and forth from the island. The weather has been awesome. There's Mike's place, there's the transportation boat, and we just have a spectacular view.
Of course, a little water fun is always good. All right, Hunter is apparently trying to surf. Hunter is apparently trying to do some surfing, and down he goes. Attempt number 2 has gone awry. We are at attempt number 3. Hold on to his shoulders, Hunter. There you go. Put your hands on his shoulders. All right, we're about ready to surf. Launch him, Barry. There he goes, and down. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and appreciate nature. The loon is calling and being answered. This has been our best spot on the trip, and you can see that the piranha is doing a good job of showing the fish.
Allan and Barry opted to try the topwater smallmouth bite. Hunter, Len, and I decided to try for the walleyes tonight, and this was the rewards from our first stop.
All right, Granddad and Hunter, that is a beauty. Len, that is one awesome fish. Let's throw it on the measuring board and then let it go because it's going to be way over. All right, Len, let's put that on the measuring board. I know it's going to be definitely over. And look at that. And that one's over the end. All right, maybe turn that around and let's see the famous Hunter slide as we let that one go. All right, Hunter, you and Granddad. There's a beauty Lady Evelyn Lake walleye. There's a slide in. That big fish came off of this waypoint that we are currently anchored beside, and it is so important to drop waypoints on areas that you catch quality fish, because chances are good if they used it once, they will use an area like that again, and that just paid off in one that was over 26 inches, closer to 27. That's a great walleye. So drop those waypoints. There we go, Hunter. Oh, yes. Oh, and it got off. I think Len is the true walleye master. All right, Hunter. Granddad's gonna net your fish this time. Hey! All right. Well done, Hunter. You gonna take it out?
I'll hold him if he can get it out.
That looks like a good keeper, Hunter. Hater, I think, would like that one.
Oh, he almost got you.
You gonna show him up? Let me see the fish, you guys.
Put it in there. Got him?
All right, show me your fish. Beauty. Well done, gentlemen. All right, Allan. Bring him in. Nice. You gonna hold that up for us, Allan? All right, Allan. Nice job. Gonna let it go? There she goes. Woo!
Hunter switched boats with Allan and ended up getting a pike instead of a smallmouth.
There are some fish around a big bowl of bait. That's what we're looking for. When you got more than enough walleye, you're just gonna let them go, put the net in the water and push them out, never touch them. Away she goes. Night bite looks like it's gonna get going here. Nice. That's awesome. Oh, and that's okay. At night, this is worth its weight in gold. You can see it's pretty dark. But I know right where I'm going, so always great to have a GPS.
The time is flying by incredibly quickly.
We are currently on our fourth and last day at Lady Evelyn Lake, or Red Pine Lodge, and I have been running my Humminbird Helix 5, and you can see it powering up, and the power source has been this 30 amp hour amped outdoors lithium battery. I use it to run my Helix 12, and I can get 12 hours a day out of it. And I've run my Helix 5 all week, and considering that there is no power here at night, it's been a huge added bonus not to have to worry about power. And as I say, it's ran for
all 4 days, and it's been awesome. I really am impressed with the Amped Outdoors 30 amp hour lithium battery. And you can see my little portable case. And we've used that in conjunction with the Humminbird Piranha. And it's been a great combination. It's simple, but yet very effective on a northern Ontario lake.
Well, this is too funny. I'm on the dock with Allan waiting for Barry and Hunter, and we saw a little surface commotion, threw out a top water, and we got us a smallmouth bass right here. There you go, and it's a good one. Look at that, it's probably about a 3-pounder. And I'm gonna just use the net because I don't like trouble. Look at the way he ate that. He ate that bait. All right, let's get her in. Oh, that was too funny. Isn't that Allan? We watched that.
Oh yeah.
We watched the fish surface and said, hey, we may as well pull a cast here. Look at that. Nice little smallie right off the dock, off the sand. A little bit of weed behind us, and I'm gonna get a pair of pliers. I'm gonna take it out, and that's awesome. Thanks, Allan. I always have a good pair of pliers, and with treble hooks, you need to be careful. But how about that for an awesome bass off the dock, just as we're about to go out and target some bass, and then some walleye on our last morning here at Lady Evelyn Lake. Beautiful. Let's let her go. We'll do a nice smooth release here. And here we go. Nice, probably 3-pound plus small. Hey Barry, you want to see the fish off the dock?
That's awesome, eh? I told you they're good size, eh?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Here. All right, Allan, let's let her go. Swim for another day. And she goes right to the dock.
Let's go, Hunty.
Ah, very cool. Perfect. What a great way to start the morning.
Hunter landed this northern Ontario tank smallmouth, and it turned out to be the biggest of our trip, and it hit a top water bait, and there's nothing better than that. What a great memory for Hunter. And Allan's hooked up, and look at that. He can land his own smallmouth all by himself. What a pro. All right, Allan's hooked up. What do we got, Allan?
It's a giant pike.
Giant pike? Oh, nice. Nice.
It's a monster.
Let me see. You want to net it yourself?
I can try.
Oh, there he is. Whoa!
I can try, but I don't have enough cover.
It looks like he's ready now. There he is. Oh, another jumping. Oh!
Come on, buddy. Wait for the net. They gotta get bigger nets out. Oh my god.
There he is. There he is. Oh, scoop, scoop,
Kinda
scoop.
got him.
Here, let me grab the rod for you. There. Oh, and the bait fell out. All right. Well, you know what? Let's hold that one. Oh, there you go, Allan. That's a great pike. Let's give him a nice gentle release.
Hey, can you take him?
No, you can take him. Or you want me to let him go?
I want you to let him go.
All right. Yeah, I'll just grab him and then I'll flip the phone with you. And here's Allan's nice pike on our last day. And we're gonna just gently slide it in. And there she goes. And away she goes. Very nice. Oh, we got another one here. What do we got? Oh, looks like we're onto a little pike fest here. There he is. There he. And there we go. Not a big one, but they're still fun. Whoa! And he just spit it. That's all right. We had the fun with him. We had him in the boat. We saw him. All good. Well, we're having a good morning. Nice calm day. Allan is hooked up. I don't know what it is yet. Let's get a look. We're
Looking, and oh, nice walleye. Nice walleye. All right, Alan, you got a nice walleye there. There it is. There it is. I'm gonna grab the net. And there we go. We got a nice walleye. Woo! Well, Alan, that's a great walleye. It is definitely bigger than what we can keep, and we are going to let it go because we are not keeping any fish on our last day. So let's give her the slide, and there she goes. Oh, we got another pikey coming in. Woo! And this may be one of our last fish of our trip, so we're gonna get them netted here. And there we go. We got them netted. Oh, we're almost jumping out. Lively, guys. The Amped Outdoors 30 amp hour battery lasted the complete time of our trip, which was about 4 days on the Helix 5, which is absolutely awesome. You can see the current tracks. We've been catching a lot of fish between these two waypoints right here, and it really helps you to know where you've been and where you're going and to get back on the spot. So drop those waypoints. Here is the Amped Outdoors 30 amp hour capacity battery that I used on the trip with my Humminbird Helix 5, and it was absolutely awesome. Thanks, Mike and Hayter. We had a great time at Red Pine Lodge, and looking forward to another time. And that's our boat transportation home. You're welcome. Awesome. Thank you, gentlemen. Goodbye, Cottage 10, Lady Evelyn Lake. We are on our way out, and Miles, who is the operator of the up-down service, he is here from May till October full-time. And for those of you that ever wanted to come up here, it is $20 up and $20 down. So once again, it is a universal trailer that fits all boats, and we have the dam over here, and there's Miles. He's ready for us as we pull in and get ready to go down for the last portion of our trip. Well, here we go on the downward trip. It's not very long. It's just at the base of the dam. So Miles is pulling us down, and give you the experience. There's the top of the dam, and we're on his property here. And I'll just keep you with us the whole way so you get an appreciation of what the actual trip is, because I know coming into here we were confused as to, you know, what we were really dealing with in terms of the distance on the way in and way up. Oh, pardon my finger there. So we are just heading downhill, and once again, it's, you know, if you ever wanted to come up here, it's, you know, $20 each way, which is a pretty darn good deal. Certainly gets you access to a lake that is not as accessible as most. So we are almost at the bottom, and surprisingly I thought it was going to be a much longer trip, like a, you know, 5-10 minute ride up to Mowat's Landing, but Mowat's Landing is actually very close. So there is the ramp, and he's simply going to launch us, and it's a pretty tight turn, and there is the ramp over there, and the dam is over here. Sorry, it's a little bumpy road. There is a better view of the dam, and I bet there are some walleye swimming around at the base in the current, but we are certainly not going to try that today. Miles is going to unhook us, and once we are pulling away, we will be on the final stretch of our journey back to Mowat's Landing. Thanks, Miles. And there goes goes the universal trailer. You got a nice close-up view of it. And we have a short ride to Mowat's Landing, and then we load up and we will be on our way after a really fun trip at Red Pine Lodge. Beautiful, beautiful country up here. We literally have been driving for about 1 minute, and there is Mowat's Landing, and the dock is right there. I saw that dock at the beginning. We will be dumping the stuff off at the dock, saying our goodbyes to Mike, and loading up the truck. There's lots of parking areas, and then we will be on our way back to Barry's. There is a ramp for those that are coming in. That one's a gravel ramp, and Mike, you said there's a paved ramp on the opposite side?
That's correct.
Perfect. For those of you bringing your own boat, and it's a public access, so that's pretty cool. There is the nice cement ramp for those of you that are going to use the public access. Very cool setup and a definitely unique trip. We are at the Mowat Landing access point. It's marine facilities for launching, loading, and unloading purposes only, and you're allowed 30 minutes and not to obstruct the ramp. And it's just up about a mile to the dam. There are some Mowat Landing cottages that are right down here, and to get to the ramp you can see Barry's truck coming up, and that is the end of the Mowat Landing Road. A little bit of parking, no parking beyond that point, and as we head up, the parking area is up here, and you'll get an overview of it in a minute. I'm just walking up. So you'll get an idea what the parking is like. And they park all the way up along the side of the road depending on the amount of traffic that's here. So all in all, it's a really interesting, unique adventure. While having a celebratory drink after winning this year's Canada-US Walleye Tournament, Barry invited me to come along on the Lady Evelyn Lake trip. Thank you, Barry, for inviting me on the trip. It was an amazing time, and a special thank you to Allan, who did a lot of filming, and a very sincere thank you to Hunter, who was our entertainment. And as always, it's great to share a boat with Len, and we had an amazing time fishing. And Len did truly establish himself as the true walleye master, and not Barry as self-proclaimed. Definitely Len, the walleye master. I was honored to be able to be included with Hunter, Allan, Len, and Barry on this amazing trip. A huge thank you to Ryan Edinburgh, who shared his expertise as he was a former guide on Lady Evelyn Lake, and he helped give us many helpful suggestions to make our trip more enjoyable. And he was a very entertaining guest for Hunter and Allan, and it was very much appreciated. Joining Ryan was Devin Vanderstraten, who is a Facebook friend, and it was great to officially meet Devin in person and share a walleye dinner with him and Ryan. I brought 5 rods on the trip with me. I brought 2 for jigging because it's primarily what we were doing for the walleye, and I like the medium extra fast Elite Tech walleye. 1-piece rods are my preference, and they are paired with Fluger Supreme reels. For the pike, I used a bait casting outfit, and I have a Fenwick Elite Tech, and this rod is a 610 medium heavy, and I had it loaded with 20-pound fluorocarbon. That's trilene 100% fluorocarbon. And I brought along a Fenwick World Class, and this is a 6/8 medium extra fast, and this is a good multi-purpose rod, drop shotting, jerk baits, top water. The smallmouth I caught off the dock was caught on this rod with straight braid and a top water bait because the braid floats. And also I brought along a Fenwick Elite Tech smallmouth rod, and this is a 6/9 medium extra fast, and It is paired again with a Pflueger Supreme reel. This was a Pflueger Supreme XT, and this was again a multi-purpose rod that I used for a whole bunch of different applications. I used it a lot for jerkbait, throwing for pike and walleye, and as I say, it was just a good rod that if I wanted to jig some more, I could also use it as well. The bait casting reel that I used was an Abu Garcia Revo MGX. Bringing along a selection of extra line is always a good idea on a trip, especially up north, because you're not going out to the store to pick up some more. So I brought some extra fluorocarbon for leader material in different pound tests if I want to fish for pike versus walleye, and I also brought some mono along as well. A selection of plastics to have available for smallmouth and the walleye is a great idea to have on hand. Worms, jigs and minnows also will work very well up there. For the bass and pike, we concentrated on reaction style baits, and there are spinner baits at the top. We had some top waters, some jerk baits, a chatterbait, and there's that bait that I caught that nice walleye on, and look at the size of it. It's probably a good 6-7 inches long, and it's always a great idea to have some leaders with you up there as well, because the pike have teeth and they will bite off lures. If you have found this video enjoyable and or helpful, then a like, share, subscribe at Steve Chasson Fishing is always very much appreciated. Take care and bye for now.